Hello, Internet. It's your boy, Omega785. I'm not back. Well, actually, we're here for Doki Doki Literature Club. This is gonna be an experience. As usual, let's give it, what, 5 minutes for people to reach. So, if you're a VOD watcher, please jump forward. We should be used to how we roll by now. Come to think of it, how has the VODs been doing? Or how have they been doing? Should actually check that. Oh. What is not bad. There's been a surprising amount of vote, which is I'm impressed. Of course, I'm not gonna say the number out loud, but don't worry. If you're here and you know you're someone who watches VODs, know that I appreciate you, and you are a wonderful human being. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Please ignore the crazy voices. I deny any and all beliefs that I might be related to them. Does anyone know what this game is about? All I know is cute anime girls, psychological horror, death. Speaking of which, this game should not is not suitable for children who. This game is not suitable for those. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Huh. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit that website, which we're gonna do right now. And I'm not gonna pull it up on stream, but I'm gonna visit it because I just find it amazing that they made a site. dlc.moe/warning.html. This page contains spoilers. Scroll down to continue to a list of content warnings. Doki Doki Literature Club is a horror game. Please do not take this lightly. Doki Doki may not be suitable for you if you are affected by any of the following themes: depression, suicide, self harm, and abuse. You heard it here first, folks. Your warning has been issued. And if these themes are not real for you, or if they aren't something you can handle, just, get lost. Simple. These themes are not merely suggested, but are often portrayed as realistically as possible, and thus may disturb you as if they were real. Furthermore, the above list is not 100% exhaustive. For those with extra concern for their mental health, our recommendation of the safest approach is to avoid playing Baka Literature Club. Baka Baka. Baka 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 Baka. To avoid playing Doki Doki. We trust that given your understanding of your own mental health, you are able to make a decision that is right for you. Thank you for your consideration and for staying safe. Okay. Baka Baka. You heard it here. If you can't handle it, get lost. And never come back. Hey! That 1 HP. Hi, how you doing? Literature is your favorite subject? Well, you'll enjoy this game probably. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. That HP, if you can't handle it, feel free to nope out. But I agree. I'm fine with this. Baka Baka. To adjust the music. You let me know when it gets too much for you. That's great. What is my name? My name is Munir. Did it? It's cute so far. Don't let that fool you. This game is the cutest. Oh yeah. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Sayori, can't English. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel myself running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk, and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you said like you were thinking about ignoring me. I mean, we kinda will. That's mean, where? Have you met me? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I mean, weird girls are the best. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Winger, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? What is this thing you speak of? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. That's not true. I'm part of the going home after school club. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Probably didn't. I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of the many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I know that feeling. Siri likes to worry a little too much about me, and I'm perfectly content just getting by in the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh huh. I was just talking about how worried I am that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh my god. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I'm sure it is. And I know you're happy now, but I died the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. People always make NEET sound like the worst thing, but they're so awesome. I'd be a NEET. Actually, I'm a NEET. Oh well. You trust me, right? Fun fact, you've been part of 20 clubs during your entire school life. That is ridiculous. And I can begin to fathom that kind of socialization experience. How friendly do you have to be part of 20 different clubs in your entire school life? Don't keep me worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! This child. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. So pure. Could just be you with streams lagging a bit hard. The bitrate's dipping. A bit harder than I'd like, but this Twitch is reading it as excellent, and I don't think it's that bad. It might just be you. I would say refresh. And again, we don't have any other sample data. More than that, I'm surprised that even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Actually, that one is be. When you say it's lagging, is it that you're hearing what I'm saying before you see the actual words? Or is it just it's a bit slow, it buffers, it lags a little bit. My words are jumping along. School days as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After packing up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. I don't find it. Clubs. Siri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Siri? Siri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out to the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. That's kind of impressive, to be honest. It is, really. You need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... She have a blush on her face. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Hey, isn't that nice? That's amazing. Siri? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Oh god. Sarah is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that's how politics works. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, she looks like she's in trouble. I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Those rats. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sarah is really that much of an airhead, or she is. Completely, 100%. Dairy dairy. Or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. Yeah, she's just an airhead. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Frankly, same, I do that. Wouldn't you sell your soul for a cupcake? It just makes sense, you know? I dejectedly follow Siri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used to third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. She's pretty. Look at that long hair. Look at that chest size. Look at those violet eyes. To be an anime girl. Anyways. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, wait, what a nice surprise. Yeah, I overdid it on that one. I thought it was 2 lines. 3 lines, sorry. Something about pink-haired girls. This makes me think of a certain reference, but I can't say it's on stream. I'll give you a hint. Leprechauns and cotton candy. And then this is the third girl, who apparently knows me. They are young children. How old are they? Are you sure they're young children? Well, welcome to the club. Times like this, I wish I had a face cam so you just see me staring at chat. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. You were saying something? What are you looking at? If you want to see something, see it. Alright. You're cute. Sorry. Of course. We're a pushover. Natsuki. Well, we found a tsundere. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that, okay? So we currently have an airhead, tsundere, and the quiet, mature type lined up. I mean, take your pick. And that's not even counting the other one. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's just nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? The name is Monica. HP, what do you think of Monica? All I'm gonna say is medium is premium. I hope you get that reference. It's great to see you again, Winger. She smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. And this is when I just paused to just... Yeah. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having a smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. You know? Come sit down, Winger. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Oh god. Sarah looks like she was just caught with her hand in the cookie jar. Then how about I make some tea as well? Of course, I'm a mature girl with a taste for tea. Yeah, that makes sense. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's in widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Because of course. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. I wish I had something like Zoom. So you could see, this is like right there, the tiniest hint of a fang. That's just, oh god. Isn't this tsundere, I swear to god. She's got a sweet tooth. That's all I'm gonna say. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's still delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Yep, ahead 100%. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Ooh, is this something you do? Do you look for the best angle to take a bite? Or do you just numb? Just really get in there. make a mess, get the icing on your nose and everything. Natsuki's quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? It's not like I. Okay, I never said that. She said the Cinderella line. Well, soon confirmed. Oh, jeez. I thought you technically did. Siri said, well, maybe, but not for you know, you, dummy. Says the Cinderella line. Denies making cakes for you when she makes cakes for you. Calls you an idiot. Baka baka. Yep. Yep. This is Baka Cinder. Baka baka. Baka. There you go. Alright. Kick all my face. Yep. Messy eating. Kick all my face. I give one Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She cleverly places a teacup. Yes, a teapot in front of everyone. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, teachers gave us permission. I'm sure they did. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I mean, yes, this is true. Sometimes. But I'm a coffee addict, so... I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Why is Monica so full of swagger and confidence? He's pointing out, she's trying to impress you. Oh my goodness. Nice. Insulted. Yuri looks away. Why are you insulted? Girl 1 is being excessive. Girl 2, she's trying to impress you. Girl 1, I'm insulted. How dare you? Aren't I supposed to feel insulted? Why did you feel insulted that you were trying to impress me? That's... Oh god, that's nice. That's real nice. In a terrible way. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Yeah. Kinda sold herself out there. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. Monica knows what's up. So what do you consider the literature club? Oh, what made you consider the literature club? Cute girls. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Yeah, that seems to be a deal breaker. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so it's a good excuse. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Why would we be embarrassed? It's a good excuse. Did I say excuse? It's a good reason. Just you make sure to make you feel right at home. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha. Well, to be honest, I can't stand out of all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I get that. I'm much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Same. And if I encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Not my only choice, but okay. That's fair. Monica really is a great leader. Yeah, she has all of you on strings. I understand that. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. God. I'm shaking my head too much. I need a drink. Where's your other boo? Marath is currently off doing some work. He'll be joining us later, so I hope you're staying here until then. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can really keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So hang on, what kind of things do you like to read? Oh, manga. Considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really think of a good way of answering that. I mean, basically, I do enjoy novels, but it's hard to find time for novels. Manga's quick to eat, quick to read, easy to digest most of the time, even though I'm into the complex crap. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I'm surprised you know that word. But yes. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. So we thinking, what's it called? Lord of the Rings? Tolkien. Tolkien is the author. Tolkien or Harry Potter? Say Rowling. I mean, I'm not wrong. Tolkien made up entire languages just because of his books. He's an inspiration to every writer out there who wants to create their own world. And then Rowling started off well with good intentions. And after she finished the first series of books, it just went downhill. And not even the writing turned bad, it's just, oh, every character is secretly gay. What? We didn't ask for this. We didn't need to know this. Can't you just keep that to yourself? Like, it's not even gathering attention for your books. Your books did amazing. Just stop. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I'm sorry? That one is you've never read or watched Harry Potter? I'm cancelling our friendship. Please come back to me after you've seen the movies or read the books. It was nice knowing you. I don't think this could work anymore. Oh my goodness. How dare you? James Dashner for the win. Who the heck is James Dashner? And to Google James Dashner. Who the heck is that? The Maze Runner series. Or the 13th reality. That's what he wrote. Interesting. I do respect the Maze Runner. But also you could have said something else, like Rick Riordan. No, what do you mean no? Oh no, that our friendship is gone? Well, that's unfortunate, but entirely your fault, so fix that at your own timely demise. Your time pursuits, whatever. Here he goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Yeah, I googled this. He just googled it. That's fine. I'd rather read Percy Jackson again. I still have to finish that series. At least the sequel series. Heroes of Olympus. 13 Different Reality was the fucking bomb. I'll take your word for that. If you have a chance, send me the PDF. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the books, in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Love his trilogies. I'm glad you have something you love. I'm glad you read books. Just go read Harry Potter. Shoo shoo. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once, and it gave me nightmares, and I peed the bed, and I never slept again a day in my life. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Oh my goodness. Hey, you have read Percy Jackson, the Round Home Tree. What book was that? Because I read the entire Percy Jackson series. Oh my goodness. Which is the Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters, Titan's Curse. So what's that book for? Not Titan's Curse, Battle of the Labyrinth. And something else. I can't remember the fifth book. The only way you're reading Harry Potter is if you paid $100 a page. Why? It's not bad. Why? Like, it's legitimately good writing. Why would you need to be paid that much? But yeah, you're having a conversation with a rock. Right, continue. Really? I wouldn't have expected that. Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters. Retitan Suits. Lightning Thief is nice. For here's a pussy action story. And then Sea of Monsters just expounds on the universe. But I think Titan's Curse is where you really get a sense of, oh, we're going places with this plot. It sets up a lot more for the overall scheme. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... She looks at me. Natsuki looks at me for a split second. Never mind. She beat her bed. She beat her bed. That's right, you usually like to write about the cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last love meeting. You look like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. So yeah. Natsuki is a cute type. But at least Yuri's into the psycho horror stuff. And then Monika's just... Monika's not telling us anything about herself, but she's roasting, or at least first break. She's... what do you call it? Posting files. Opening files. She's selling out all of her friends. All of her club members. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. True, she is cute. Sayori stands up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I hope those hands don't get any lower than that. I'm not cute, she says in a cute voice and with a cute face. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't write them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Nani? Nani baka nani? Baka baka nani nani baka? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. God damn, Bearhead. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Sure, that's fine. Isn't that right, Wingo? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Siri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Look at their faces. Who could say no to their faces? but, I'm sorry, I thought. Winger, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear headed decision when it's like this? My dude, you can't. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided and I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, and we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Winga, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, sure. I can do that, right? Right? Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Asuka clean up their food. Hey Winger, since we're already here, do you wanna walk home together? That's right. Siri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed for after school clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Theory, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright then, that one is you. Are you still here? And you just pick a number between 1 and 10. Nine. Alright then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anger. Nature. Breathe. Friends. Festa. Eternity. Warm. Tragedy. Portrait. Incongruent. Mouse. Lipstick. Anime? Vivacious. Kitty. Philosophy. Chocolate. Parfait. Tenacious. Melancholy. Isn't that a wonderful poem you wrote? I am not sure. I think Yuri is the one who jumped the most. So, I guess we're talking to her. Hi again, Winger. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange to me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Muna. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Say already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I'm sorry, Sayori, how could you? And last year too. Sayori, how could you? I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Did she just shut in my life? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Baka Baka. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back in a seat. Don't worry, guys. Manga always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Damn, you're looking for a good, strong, dependable man. Shame she's got me. Siri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. That's worrisome. Is that so? Yeah, I bet you didn't expect that. You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Wayne can be good friends too? Uh... I'm assuming Sayori is just an airhead. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought something today, you know? Wait, what? Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. You never think. Which is relatable. But jeez. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is just a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Is this her diary? I don't want you to feel left out. She gave me her diary to read. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Oh no. It's just some good manga. Gotcha. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. The level of nervousness girl is. This. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she think I like. Despite me not reading much. Well done. Hey Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities with the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sierra and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice the intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri some more. But at the same time, I would feel bad from distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Smooth. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, at least we're astute. Ah. Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Seems sus. Can we vote her out? Everyone vote purple. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that you didn't tell me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Imposter. The book is titled The Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol over the front cover. Alright. So to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. What? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You hear me? It sounds like it's gonna be a nice story, so that dark tune came out of nowhere. Ah. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? Yeah? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this sense of story, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's just shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that these kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to blindness, they made out to be the naive one, for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up seeing something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't really think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just stop me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe it's a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. Glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, it was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... She just blushed a whole sheet of red. Nice. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them? That should be the two of us. Oh, I guess it's the two of them desks. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yeah. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I mean... I suppose this works. Also, there's some nice CG. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips over to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth to Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? It's in the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. She has started to smile. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. She went back to start. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently lets him go to the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Wow. Something's wrong here. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'd do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent about some of your man's rooms. some of your mannerisms. I see. He remains in silence for a moment. He remains silent for a moment. But Wingo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant it's cute. I more meant that it's cute. Because, yes, of course, every girl is cute, right? What are you saying all of a sudden? I said you're cute. Okay, everyone. You just jumps in fear. I think it's about time we share today's films with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri excuse. Spared from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, pressing it close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do more some. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? Of course you prefer. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it off in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sierra and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sierra is in a wrinkled sheet of blue leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? HB! Because of course this is going to be intriguing. I'm not sure if we get to show them to all of them. So that's why it's probably best if we show it to one or two that we actually want to talk to. At this point, I feel like continuing the plotline. What do you think? You like Yuri? Alright then, we're talking to Yuri first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. She gave me a look. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Yeah, she's blushing again. He's gonna hit me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Absolutely none. My use of my use of imagery and metaphors In the case, I've written a lot of poetry before. Well, damn. I've done things I didn't even know how to do. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first try, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then listens to my poem again. I'm beginning to notice something strange, and that something strange is a very annoying sound. Yeah, that didn't change a thing. This clicking in the back of my ears. So strange. What did she say? Huh? Stares me blankly. No comment. Well, I know that. I just meant he trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that they have specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I noticed in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the words together. Oh, form fit the two together. Also, hi Marat, yes, we were talking about Pussy Jackson. I still have what's it called? It's around here somewhere. I think it's the Gate to Hades. Hades or something like that. I still have that one to read. And then the other one. The one after that. Okay, chat's not love first. Continuing on. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once you refine the train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. The stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple one. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice. And learning by example, and trying new things. Ah, my throat. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Valuable. Nasky can be a little bit biased too. Bias? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kinda funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Hi, yeah, I'm just here. I'm always just here. Then ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate the amber glow. Illuminate the amber glow. Breathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I I don't understand this at all. Oh, I'm background noise, that's fine. Like, I can't argue with that. This is Twitch. If you don't tune into a Twitch stream just to be background noise, just to get background noise, what are you really here for? Also, anyone has thoughts on this poem? Because I don't. That was just weird. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. It's actually quite nice though. Quite nice though. That cursive is extraordinary. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you such a long time to read. Uh, well, I don't read script very often. Is that what they call it? Script? Y'all can joke as much as you like, I don't mind. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not so. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's a first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, Oh no. Marat, that's fine. HB, that's some deep shit in that poem. Well, if you can analyze it, that'd be great. Are you into ghost theory? What a question. Are you into ghosts? I see an ooh, and all I'm gonna say is oh whoa. And hopefully a furry fire shows up. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, you know? Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Or like, 100. You think so? Yeah, of course. Uh, you know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, you know? Me too. Okay, Marath. HP picked Yuri to talk to. So, I'm giving you the honor. Pick a girl. Who the heck do we want to talk to this poetry session? We have our lovable airhead, Sayori, a little Cinder, Natsuki, and Monica, who is of no personality traits. Monica, you sure? Eeny, meeny, miny, I choose you. Oh god, you both agreed on Monica. Hi, Monica. Kirby, no problem, HP. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm just better off. I'm much better off going in with the flow. Since I'm more settled in. Monica's Danyan. Alright. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Will. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had one to come up with. Mm-hmm. Great job, Will. I was just going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it would anyway. You know that Eerie likes this kind of writing, right? She noticed already. That was quick. Yeah, Eerie likes this kind of writing. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sierra, he likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. He really likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, rather than them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about all that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else may be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh god. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out from the sun. But it's too late, my retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Eh? That sounds suspiciously deep. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, other poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kinda coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's written tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? My goodness, I'm surprised. I can't believe that we're showing it to more than them. My opinion. I have one vote on Nazi at the moment. Natsuki as well. That's 2 votes. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Baka 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 baka. Oh, Marat, by the way, baka baka. Baka baka? Baka baka. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Baka. Welcome back, HB. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. She's baka baka, yeah. Yeah, she is. I expected that. I look for that so much. Natsuki, you agree? Jeez. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. You want to get smacked. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you my... You're kawaii, Jesus Christ. You are. I was gonna say that. Well, anyway, yeah. It's not that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I probably read that too fast, but also this is so simplistic that I don't know how to react to. Also, you can see a tree to prove that. Half is in my taste, half is in my belief, half is in me because I've known this girl for a while. Yeah, Natsuki is weird. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. You believe in it? Awesome. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Wingianity, my new religion. Bro? Wingianity is the newest religion. He's not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it's too hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I make it fall flat on purpose. It helps to bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Get that smug look. Speaking of religions, your friends mean a religion on your ponytail for fun. I'm sorry, what's the ponytail religion? I need to know what to worship. What? What? Explain this to me. One of his friends is somewhat related to me. I feel like I need a name, but it's fine if you can't remember names. Anyways, moving on. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last compliment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but I feel Natsuki's feeling proud, and I won't take that away from her. They called your ponytail Moko. Ah, okay. I guess we're showing the poem to Sari. Damn. I don't think we get to show them all the poem. Hey, you. The plot thickens. I'm glad noise brushing is working so much. This is a good poem, Where? Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm just really happy that you would one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Winger. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this to other people. That's something that only really good people do. I guess I'm a really good person. Oh, there you assume my affinity. My alignment. Really good. Thanks, Theory. I'm not sure if Theory sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'll hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub my sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? Or are you trusting me? Oh God. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. You write books, you don't make poems, you can make someone depressed AF, which you write. I mean, I don't doubt that, Marat, but also, try me. Siri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. See, me and HP want to read your writing marath. That'll be fun. Awesome. Meanwhile, my poems are still somewhere tucked away and I'm sure we'll get into the daylight. And then you let us read. No problem. And I'm pretty sure anything that's not a poem that I've written that's not academic is just very recreational, and that's not something I can show people. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be so mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad one. It just came out. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like. Yeah, I don't want to see my poem. You made the song cry. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to be witness to this testament. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Oh my goodness. I swear if you two make me resurrect my bullshit. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best one out. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. While they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. That was quick HP. What's with this language? Eh? Did you see something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem on the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. You just completely missed the symbolism or something. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that, it just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice, and I failed. I mean, you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. You give up all the time and it's not cute. I mean, I understand. Also, how dare you give up? You should never give up on anything. Ever. Just try and you will succeed eventually. If I sound like a self-help book, it's because my father was a self-help book. Anyways. Yes, exactly how I feel. I do have a couple suggestions. Hmm. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Never give up on anything. Tell me when I had dreams to crush. Oh well. Who told you to do computer science? If I was actually looking for the right, which people did, by the way. Siri liked it, and Winger did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I felt I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And when you like my poems too, you know. He told me he was impressed by it. Nasty suddenly sounds up. Oh, yada yada does it. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress her. And you remember, Yuri? Eh, that's not what I. You're just. Yuri sounds up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Winger appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh god, these two. Um, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boots magically grew a size bigger as soon as Junior started showing up. Oops. Baka Baka, how dare you reveal that? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. How dare you? Oh, Natsuki and you at the same time. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Winger! She's trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Winger. Wait. But there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Winger? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I'm agree with, they probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be something I'm gonna say about. I'm pretty sure right now when we are somehow on the Yuri route, which is a shame. But you know, we're gonna follow through with the Yuri. How does everyone feel about that? No reply. I guess they're busy reading each other's poems. How strange. Oh, I got an I do I. Well, okay. We're going with Yuri for this one. That's key. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined one's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when he said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened at all in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was clear that, Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? No. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken a side. She's trapped. At this point being defiant, only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. See her, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she comes up the poem in her arms and throws it into the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she sits down on her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How can anyone not have gotten frustrated at being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. Thanks, Winger, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Aski said about, my boobs. I would never do anything so shameful. So, huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make one enough for one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. This is about time for us to leave. How did you all feel while sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Well, how about you? Yeah, I see the same. It was a neat thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh jeez. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Oh jeez. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Oh yeah, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. What happened earlier? Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen a fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't, you don't hate them, right? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Winger, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you gets along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's, every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Siri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Wink 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 wonk, wonk wonk swank wonk. Baka baka. We just have to see what the future holds, Siri. I pat Siri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. Well, it's easy to use Siri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. And we're back to writing again. Alright, pick a number between 1 and 10. So I can't believe we've almost been streaming for 10 or for 2 hours. Hmm. He is taking quite a while. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, yep, right. Pick a number between 1 and 10. 7, gotcha. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe. Essence. Vanilla. Captive. Happiness. Puppy. Rainbow. Jumpy. Laugh. Peace. Effulgent. Bubbles. Nibble. Embrace. Night gone. Broken. Disaster. Scars. Shiny. Cheer. I'm not sure who got that one. I think it was Natsuki. It might be Siri. Oops. Another day passes and it's time for a club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable being here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Will. Yo, Siri. It looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse theory? Eh? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just want to look at it. Ah, it's empty, isn't it? Theory nervously retrieves the coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only two small coins fall out. Knew it. I can see right through you, Siri. It's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. My logic is infallible, therefore I must be right. And Siri was innocent after all. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that then leaves one option. Wow. I give up. That made me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yeah? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book as always. I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell me to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little son like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. As someone who knows this game, you're expecting it to take a turn any minute now. I give us another half an hour before we start to get turns. Did I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Siri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Siri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she's bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick my skin into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Siri. She slapped. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Siri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow, what was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. I mean... Cookie slapped? Siri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution? Actually, that one almost works. I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab with the cupcakes. It was certainly worth seeing your reaction though. That's key. That's so nice of you. You were slapped in the face with a cookie. That's so nice of you. God. I'm so happy. Siri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Siri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Siri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You idiot. You're going through a whole lot about just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Siri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Siri. Siri suddenly leans on, takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Muffled, Siri trusts her to safety. Here and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Siri? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a ahaha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose to club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Why me? Never mind that. Strange. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kinda lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You'd have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's, Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Well, I think Monica's safe to assume dropping some hard hints. Yay! Sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. That's so. In that case, I won't let you down, will you? And so she smiles. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. John Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori has already somehow finished the entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. And looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related like this? All by myself. I guess I could always read some of the book you read me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I'd probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lean compared to all the other clubs though. Hmm. Well, we can't give up. Festivals are a chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Hmm. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Eh? What kind? Ah, well, I guess we could cupcakes. You're thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Wait, what? That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creator tummy. That's the mood. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can just put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ugh. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall to my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Doesn't school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? If you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? Oh god. No. Anything. Not less time for anime. No! You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Why do I care if she hears? It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? 0. That's it's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. Nope, I can't even do that. Look, Siri, it's written all over you. Yeah? Siri glances all around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Huh? I run my fingertips down the side of Siri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And then there's a toothpaste stain on the collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about any of that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Starts to button her blazer from top to bottom. Oh, sorry, from the bottom. Can't count. Can't read. What is English? Once you see how much better it looks, you change your mind. I'm getting another cute CG. Something strange about this perspective. But okay. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. Baka, 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 baka. It's okay though. I'm happy you like this. Aren't you? Ah, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. I wonder why. Does this thing even fit you properly? Baka baka. Baka baka. The day when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Baka baka. Baka baka baka. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so... why does it feel so strange to see Ceres place the button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Ceres hastily unbuttons the blazer once more. That feels so much better. Terry puts the arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you seeing it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do stuff like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. I'm just gonna Google that. What the heck is Orkana Papa? And also, is it just me or is she dropping really heavy hints? Like, nobody else would treat you as nice as that's pretty sure she wants me. I figured. Straight up. Lol. Yeah. I think that's why Siri is always the first one. Like usually Siri's the first conquest for me. Is get her plotline out the way and then you continue on. Stop seeing all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Oh, also, she's in her head. She doesn't realize a damn thing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. What is the mood? I just feel like I need to question that. What is that mood? Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Siri. Aw, but I was joking that time. Sure you were, with a blush on your face. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Why is Monica always with this timing? Yay! But yeah, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel to sound enthusiastic, Siri still trusts the way to achieve her poem. And here we are again. Alright, peeps, give me some suggestions. Should we go with Siri first, because she's who we talked to today? Should we go back to Yuri to see if we get any more developments? Could we jump on Marco's throat to see what the heck her tip of the day is? Or should we go make fun of Natsuki? Who do I want to kill first? I'm not here to make choices. I'm here to be amused and also to enjoy the killings. Natsuki it is. Guess to make fun of Natsuki. I'll kill you soon. Merit, have fun explaining that one away. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really see it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Why you? Because... Oh my goodness. I can't even with you two. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's something tells me Natsuki you completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kinda reminds me of Siri's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, yeah. Oh my goodness. I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But she never really struck me as her type. Siri has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, Fluffy spend so much time with you? Fluffy? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away, like letting go of them. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Stop being jealous. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Oh god. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hit my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I'm always seeing her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Uh, why does this feel like the definition of close-minded? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's is way too short. I was just warming up. I honestly don't think. I honestly hope. English. I hope you don't think that was the best I could do. Oh, of course not. I would never. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant joke. Do you know people like that? Kid Kratos! Yo! What's up, my dude? Scream. I'm gonna scream right now. Remember broken throat? Nope, I can't. Of course, it's about what everyone thinks my. Wait, that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of. People find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure those people can too. That's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Kratos. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna call it Kratos. Kid Kratos, be a guest and pick who's next to talk to. You. What's up? Pick a name, dude. It doesn't really matter at this point. I think maybe you missed one of them, but it's okay. I'm not sure. Well, he needed to come back. Unfortunate. What about the rest of you? HP, Marath. Opinions, please. Siri. Alright then. Look at that face. You're not in theory. That's surprising. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Winger. Eh, I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Uh, you're too honest sometimes, Siri. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Siri, you must be seriously overreacting. I am not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a winger poem. And that makes it extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Terry hugs the sheet against the chest. It's so weird, Terry. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. And again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thoughts? Oh, you wanna write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? It's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. Can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Wow. I just saw that Y and went to Yuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Siri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Winger. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I puff off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger, pluck one out. It's warm, tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Friend finally all alone. Is that all alone or done? I can't tell. Must you mean done? Finally, all done. I open up and ink up my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tab between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That's not a happy poem. That's not even a sad poem, that's a confusing poem. It's a weird one. Holy crap. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday that I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. If you love this, you love that poem. Why do you love that poem? Explain this to me. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. Feel like I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've got some pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sierra's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Your interpretation of it is pretty relatable. You are more complex than I give you credit for. That's amazing. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? So I'm gonna pause and let you two deliberate on who to show it to next, even though I feel like we're gonna show it to Yuri. And I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. What on earth did I miss? Monica's just saying names, that's your choice. Oh ho. I think Monica should be the last choice, Yuri first. HP seems okay with us. Alright, we're going with Yuri then. Seeing as you're okay with. Yeah, I was voting Yuri anyways. Let's see what you've written for today. Oh boy, yes, this should be interesting. This is pretty good, man. We influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday. I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't you feel like you need to work your brain like doing a bunch of gears? Like try letting your mind wander through your feelings. Write down the things you think you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. Yeah, I know why your opinion is biased. It's fine. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. But certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Oh god. What does she have in store for us now? Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? She nods and timidly hands us the poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a good snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I merely projected my emotions onto my newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. What? 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 Okay. I was the raccoon all along. Yes, HP, what's with your ooh? I think you're reading far deeper into this than any of us ever could. Damn, she a killer? What do you mean she's a killer? Explain this to me. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Yeah, I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take that at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Hmm. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into, as long as you're not hurting anybody. She she's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Ah, please don't tell her I said that. Haha. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I may be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Last, and certainly not least for this one, Monaco. Hi again, Winger. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monaco. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sari would like. That's so. You and Sari are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sari and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but there are also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sari's writing has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. He knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh god. Hey Marat, how you doing? Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a piece of crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, right? Says the poem. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Yeah, the poem said load me. And I'm just gonna be like, save. I'll load it, but that in a while. Load. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. That's amazing. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. See. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract or as physical. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way is not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for today. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this even a tip for writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone would come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? There it is, you know. Freaking method changing. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up harassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. It has begun. Oh, you just realized it has begun. So at least begin earlier. Has a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters, I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you guys heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing? Monica. Yes, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot for us for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons. Wait, what? When was this game released? This game was released a while ago and they talked about New Horizons. How did they know about Animal Crossing? Witchcraft. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Speaking of a lack of arguments, it sounds like the rain's pouring around here. I hope it's not bothering us too much. Marat, is it? Affecting the stream? Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This love is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. You're not here, Narian. Thank goodness. That means the rain falls into background noise, just like my farm. It's being covered by noise suppression, and I'm so glad. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Yeah, I'll go stream in a bit. Probably at 3 hours or at the end of this when we go back to writing. And I will see you tomorrow, HB. No problem. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. We love you too. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Bye. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? It's always nice having her. Glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That that was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Okay, she's gone there for the murder. I mean, I kinda wanted to be here for the murder though. Like, I forgot how long this game is and how it actually sets up well. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. Damn it, wait. This poem is called. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. The quivering words transform to the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This gives me a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps still inside her head. You stream or something, that's fine. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she'd bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and hurries back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is on for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of a chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Ahaha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of the mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see, I see. Okay then. Sayori begins the poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on people, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew true and true. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even when you liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nice, Sayori. The atmosphere of your poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a bit more. We don't have much time left before the festival after all. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Wingo. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let the Wingo lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really not as good as anyone else. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. That's right. Once she starts reciting a poem, her sour attitude disappears just a little. While she's still unenthused, her poem still has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. You at least be prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I didn't think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry so much about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what's inside. Just make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other person to recite instead. That's fine too. Wait a second. Should probably find some other poem. Yeah, I know I said that wrong. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm and Sayori on Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice too. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Winger, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, all the things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. And I kinda want to see if I don't like this. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're putting me on the spot here. Kinda. Well, as I call it this. Mara, what do you think? Should we be nice of me? I'm inclined to be nice. Walk with Yuri? I mean, fair. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ahaha, you just admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Make Sari jealous? I mean, you know what happens if I make her jealous. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sari. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm not feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for chopping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes me happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Oh, that makes her happy. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, cool. Save. I'll save it here. Okay, I think that's the episode. I think that's a good bunch. Yeah, I saved. I hope everyone liked this. If you like this, come back tomorrow for more. If you didn't, don't worry, just come back tomorrow anyways, it'll pick up. We're getting into some nice territory moving forward. I can't wait. I think what we did today, we got through 3 hours of gameplay about. And that was the majority of that was just the build up and the introductions, getting to know each character. So, I'm glad we did this. I can't wait. Baka 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 baka. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And don't forget, baka baka.